Yes, the Boohoo Effect here. I'm on Tiffany's channel. Now it's called Nacho Problem. Used to be called Tip Tip Nay Nay not too long ago. But I went to her channel. I want to see what activity is going on and regarding the latest porn drop that's been on another channel for us. And just to see what she's doing about it, because this person instigates her own demise. She's constantly handing out her porn over and over and over while playing with the minds and hearts of her victims. She's solely doing it to entrap their hearts, to control them, and to get off with their sick games online. Her addiction to sex, right? She's got an addiction. She gets off on warped fantasies, and she provides these personal videos to her men that she's playing while living with Jeff, the one that supports Tiffany, that pays her bills, while she sits in a room adjacent to where he's at, doing all of this behind his back, cheating on him. Because this guy, let's face it, a man does not take care of a woman for nothing. There's something involved. There's something entailed, required of the woman. They just don't give money out, material things out for free. And Tiffany's cheating on this guy. And I went to her channel to see what she's doing about it. And she's doing absolutely nothing. She'll probably come up with the same scenario that she's coming up with Mr. Mitchell, claiming that there's an open criminal case, in which there wasn't. She's speaking to this individual, Daniel Mitchell. This guy has talked about her son, written a book about her son in sick sexual manner with men. All right, that's sick. And she still consorts with this guy because she doesn't give a shit about her own child. And now I'm wondering what this big mouth Santrice is doing, since he's this voice of reason, and that takes the knee and switches sides all the time, because they're weak, a story he made up with myself. But what is Santrice doing? The porn dropped on Tiffany, 12 hours ago? Where is this guy at? Where is he? Where's his big mouth at? Nowhere. And I asked him right there. We're on Tiffany's thread. It's the video please and appease, blah, blah, blah. And I simply posed the question, where is your valiant voice for Tiffany now regarding the renewed Pron drop, Mr. Righteous? And Tiffany intervenes and asks me, where is mine? You see, remember, this person claims that she never solicited my help. It was never wanted. It was completely on my own part to defend her. On my own accord, she's never asked, and what she has. She's been coming to me behind the scenes asking for my help repeatedly. And she's always stated to Tracy and others how she's never asked for my help. Nobody wanted my help. But look at here. She's saying, where's my voice? She actually wants me to defend her. And then this little coward says, why would you, a living specimen of the sort, who would paint a supposed illicit scenario involving a child and her father? I don't know what this guy's talking about. He's talking about some scenario with a child and his father in a very sick manner. Even believe that you could question my thoughts? Yeah, why are you thinking that, Santrice? Huh? Are you talking about Mr. Mitchell? Because that's the one who had written a story in this same scenario. As far as a child and a parent, right? That's what Mr. Mitchell was writing about. About Tiffany's son in scenarios like this. About Tiffany doing naughty things to her own child. Now, what are you talking about here? You should be calling that Mr. Mitchell. You should be calling that Tiffany for not posing this question to Mr. Mitchell of why he's doing these types of things and stories against her child. Why isn't she calling the police on Mr. Mitchell? Why is she attacking the people that are against what Mr. Mitchell is doing with these stories? See, that's very questionable conduct. You got to question the motives here. What are the motives? Is this just to win an argument over the well-being over your son? It overshadows that. Defending your own family, your child, your disabled child. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Yes, it takes precedent over defending the well-being of your child's name. And you're not calling it out. And then I reply to Tiffany because she's asking why I am not giving my voice for the prawn drop. And she says, and I reply back, in other words, you have to be kidding me. After you call me a pedo on Tracy's live, defend yourself. And I basically reply to this idiot coward that's sitting back saying nothing. Completely radio silence. This is your good buddy Tiffany Santries. Where is your voice? Huh? Speaking out against this prawn drop on Tiffany. Where is it? Silence, because you're a coward. You attacked me. You tried to, anyhow. Over what? You can't even think of a reason. You have to make up sick crap like this. Some kind of a sick child predation scenario. A pedo scenario, because you're thinking it, aren't you? Are you one, Santries? Is that why you speak like a little girl? And support those that stalk children, huh? And I call him a coward because he is. And then Tiffany responds, wrong is wrong. Yeah, that's right, Tiffany. Wrong is wrong. Unless Boohoo doesn't like someone, then wrong just may. That's some character you have got there. Why were you pursuing a 15-year-old girl? See, she asked for my help, and I basically tell her to defend herself because Tiffany's problem is self-inflicted. You see, Tiffany, the problem with this scenario, this late prawn drop, is you keep on in your activities in this area. You keep sending these pornographic videos of yourself to men while messing with them, lying to them, making them believe that you're going to marry them and move in with them. And then they find out they've been played, and you expect them to what? What do you expect? Do you expect them to be so righteous that they're not going to hand out your porn? You know what happened the first time when I defended you. Remember, you never wanted my defense, right? Nobody wanted your say-so, Boohoo. Remember that? You should have learned, and you keep handing it out. You're not a victim, Tiffany. You are not a victim. You're a victim of your own chosen circumstance. You keep handing out videos of yourself doing all kinds of nasty things to your body, and then when they post it up publicly or give it to one of your enemies, you cry wolf. That's not being a victim. That is not a victim, Tiffany. You are a victim of your own circumstance. This is self-inflicted. You know better. You're shameless. You would have a hard time proving victimhood in a court of law. Now, the crime has been committed, yes, that's a fact. That's on that party's part. But as far as you being a victim in a court of law, that would not stand. It cannot be proven because this is a repeat pattern of yourself, Tiffany. And as far as a 15-year-old girl, yeah, let's see my reply here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I defended someone soliciting men pretending to be her daughter. You're sick. You sticking your vag everywhere is not my responsibility. It is yours. That's right. It is yours once you do something about it. I'm not going to defend somebody that continually, sends these men that you're playing with their minds and hearts your porn. That's not being a victim, because a victim learns from their mistake and they walk away. And you are purposely handing out your porn, knowing what could happen. That's not a victim. That's self-inflicted, and that's a choice that you made, not out of ignorance, but out of previous knowledge, previous experience in this area. That's not being a victim. And as far as Tracy, no, I defended somebody that pretended to be her daughter. Now, you should ask her why she was pretending to be her daughter and soliciting the interest of grown men online. Okay? There's your answer. Santrice, you're a coward. Why don't you step up to your plate? You're friends with her. Why don't you defend her, huh? Where's the videos? Why don't you splice up some audio and defend Tiffany? On your 19s effect, you coward. You're a punk, an unemployed state case. That's why you could not produce a bank statement. What would it have? 13 cents in it? You're a frickin' loser, coward, punk, outcast of society that does nothing but use up toilet paper and air. You have no regard for your son at home. You handing out your Pron and getting plastered all over the internet again. And in my opinion, that's child abuse because your kids are getting older and they got access to the internet. You are continuing to pursue your past wayward course, handing out your Pron everywhere, Tiffany. Do you enjoy this type of stuff, huh? If you didn't enjoy it, you would have stopped the first time this happened when this was going on in Truther Wars. That's all I have on this one. We'll see you in the next one.